Sustainability with Trends of Intralogistics Products ค่ะ Speaker by Mr. Bart Sprangers Director Sales and Product Management APEC Jungheinrich Regional Headquarter Asia ขอเสียงปรบมือให้ด้วยค่ะ
Thank you for that introduction. Thank you for sticking around on the Friday afternoon. Thank you LogiMAT and Impact Arena for organizing. My name is Bart Sprangers. I'm currently General Manager for Jungheinrich Thailand. Used to be responsible for product and sales management in Asia. I just switched roles, so there's two different things over there. And today I would like to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about sustainability. What does that mean for us, for Jungheinrich as a company? But more importantly, what does it mean for Jungheinrich Thailand in Thailand? I'd like to do that on the basis of sustainable value. I think that's very important that we step away a little bit from the word sustainability, which is encompassing a lot of things at the moment, and depending on where you are in the world might mean completely different things. So for us in Jungheinrich, sustainability comes first and foremost as sustainable value. That is reflected in our EcoVadis sustainability rating. We are, as a group, at the top 1% companies when it comes to sustainability. We're very proud of that, but it might mean different things for each and every one of you. So a quick introduction into how we view sustainability and why we believe you have to look at multifacets of sustainability rather than sustainability is reducing carbon emissions and sustainability equals green. In our view, there are three main pillars of sustainability: people, planet, and profit. Nothing new. This has been around for decades. But how you create value through each of these three segments can be rather different. Currently, as a European company, as a German company in Europe, sustainability is very heavily focused on planet, on environmental policies, carbon footprint, CO2 reduction, reduction of greenhouse energies, full stop. And that is definitely important. But in maturing markets like Thailand, but in most of Southeast Asia in general, planet might not be the only driver for sustainability. And what we're trying is to offer products, services that can give you all three, and that in turn will reduce your carbon footprint, will increase your sustainability, but at the same time takes care of your people and takes care of your profits. It has to be, in our view, financially sustainable to be sustainable. So what I'd like to do is to go through four key steps, key offerings in our portfolio, in our services, where we believe we add value and we add sustainable value. The first one might be an obvious one because it's been around for a very, very long time. But electric material handling equipment and the way that electric material handling equipment is improving, still improving, means it's an opportunity for our customers. First and foremost, because electric material handling is simply cheaper to operate. It's cheaper to operate in the very short run already. You don't really have to go into many, many years to see total cost of ownership value there. Electric forklift trucks compared to internal combustion engine trucks are cheaper to operate simply because they consume less energy, but mainly because the fuel is cheaper. That's the key driver. It's cheaper to operate. It creates sustainable value because it increases your profit. Next to that, of course, comes CO2 reduction. When you switch from internal combustion to electric trucks, and that's something that these days is very, very simple to do, and many of you might have already done it, that reduces your CO2 emissions drastically overnight. You don't have to do anything else. So you're getting a solution that is actually creating value financially. At the same time, it's creating an environmental value. Something that has resonated a lot with our customers in Thailand, but Southeast Asia and Asia in general, is the fact that electric trucks have no fumes. The air quality inside warehouses, but also around warehouses, improves dramatically when you switch to electric trucks. And one more topic, if you're in the logistics world, if you're moving goods, the use of electric trucks reduces simply the dust particles and smudge that's on products later on. Why born electric? Jungheinrich this year celebrates its 70th anniversary. And our founder and name giver of the company always from the beginning, from 1953 onwards, believed in electric material handling. We also produced internal combustion trucks, internal combustion material handling for a long, long time. But we have recently decided to step out of the internal combustion engine trucks completely. And the reason is that in our DNA, in the concept of our founder, is the concept of electric trucks. And with developments, we have seen that electric trucks these days can outperform internal combustion engine trucks and can do pretty much anything that the internal combustion engine truck can do. It's a very, very simple and easy way to reduce cost and at the same time create a lot of sustainable value. With electric trucks comes better efficiency. Like I said, electric trucks use their energy, in this case electricity, far, far better than internal combustion trucks. But efficiency doesn't stop there. In the logistics world, and I'm not talking anything new because otherwise you wouldn't be here, in the logistics world it's all about throughput. Electric trucks these days outperform internal combustion engine trucks on throughput on almost every occasion. But when we talk about efficiency, we should talk about people. Because the pressure on people in countries like Thailand, but around Southeast Asia and South Asia, the pressure on people to increase their productivity in warehouses, in production environments, is increasing every single day. In order to stay competitive, a person has to be able to do more. And Material handling equipment, but intralogistics in general plays an absolutely crucial role in increasing the efficiency of people, workers you have in your warehouse, workers you have in your factory. And that can be done in several different ways. An electric hand pallet truck could be one of them. By simply switching from a manual hand pallet truck to an electric hand pallet truck, you increase the efficiency of that person by 100%, approximately. It's of course also something that you can achieve with automation. We have always been one of the front runners in intralogistics automation. We've always done it in a way that works together with customers. We've recently commissioned our first AGV in Thailand in a production environment. And very interestingly, you can see that it's not so much about reducing workforce. It's not really about having less people. It's more about how can I make the people that I have more efficient? How can I make sure that they do more? I'm investing in automation, which means I don't need people over there in that section of my company anymore, of my business, and I can then reinvest those resources somewhere else. Efficiency and automation create sustainable value. The golden rule in Jungheinrich is that whenever we develop a new product, we expect 10% more throughput, 10% more efficiency of that product with 10% less energy consumption. That's the minimum. We will not start a development project for any new machine, any new automation product without that golden rule. Very often we try to overachieve it, but 10% more efficiency with 10% less energy is the benchmark. Without that, we won't do anything. With that also comes a care of people. When we talk about material handling equipment and when we talk about equipment that is operated by people, we have to talk about things like ergonomics. We have to talk about how easy it is to change a battery on a forklift truck, for instance. And the reason is twofold. First of all, you want to take care of your people. People who, workers who are not turn in sick are essentially more efficient. But more importantly, it takes care of their ability to do more. If you're less fatigued, if the ergonomics on a forklift truck is better, you're less fatigued, you can do more work, you make less errors. If you don't have to change batteries on a forklift truck because that truck can run all day, it means that you're saving time. All of these things create sustainable value. One more topic is life cycle management. I think very often an overlooked aspect of sustainability in intralogistics. We talk a lot about how much energy does a machine consumes, how much pallets can a stacker crane do in an hour. But one of the prime ways to offer a more financially attractive product that is taking care of workers and people inside your companies, and at the same time being good for the planet, is by increasing the life cycle of machines in general. In the material handling equipment world, it's all about new machines, but it's slowly changing. We've seen that trend in the European markets, we've seen that trend in the North American markets, and it's moving to Asia. Our Jungheinrich Jungstars are built here in Thailand. We have a facility in Thailand where we refurbish on a factory line professionally used trucks from all over Asia and all over the Asia Pacific region. The reason we do that is to create a uniform quality level. And the reason we do that is because with that uniform quality level, we can put those machines back into operation in a much broader way. And the really interesting part becomes when you're a logistic service provider or a manufacturer of goods, and you have a fleet of trucks that is running continuously. There is always a variance between how much these machines work on a daily basis. And it's very, very interesting to look whether you actually need new trucks for that entire fleet. And this is where mixed fleets come in. The mix of trucks that have had a life before, that have been refurbished, that look like new, that feel like new, combined with machines that are brand new, that can do the heavy lifting. Once again, it serves three purposes. The workers, the people, will not know which truck is new and which truck is used. You have to be a salesman with Jungheinrich to distinguish whether a truck is new or used. So for them, they get exactly the same ergonomics, they get exactly the same throughput figures from whichever truck they use. The cost is, of course, significantly lower. We can offer these trucks, whether it's purchase or rental, at a much lower price level because we mix new with our Jungstars. But the impact it has here on material consumption in our supply chain, the impact it has on the carbon footprint of a single forklift truck, of a single piece of material handling equipment, is profound. We are talking 80% less CO2 emissions from a truck that is being reused. So if we take an example where we say a 50-50 mix between Jungstars and new trucks, that means a price reduction of 20 to 30%, no impact to your people, and a carbon footprint reduction of that particular fleet of 30 to 40%. And those things are very, very real. And they've been going on in Thailand for the best part of 18 years. We have been in this market for almost 18 years. And for those 18 years, we have pretty much been offering electric trucks. We've been offering automation services. We've been offering Jungstars. What we're aiming for in the coming years is an acceleration of that. This is why we have invested in a facility in Thailand to produce Jungstar trucks. It's why we invest heavily in electric trucks designed in Asia, for Asia, built in Asia. Trucks that are specifically targeted to an Asian audience, the Asian customer. It is why we invest heavily in service setups in all of our countries, whether it's direct or through our partners, to ensure that in the first instance, we can build a partnership. Of course, we are all in the business of making money. We are all in the business of selling something. But for us, creating sustainable value is creating partnerships. Only through a dedicated partnership can you find out what is really needed. And we invest very much in people. There are a lot of people here that that can be that consultant for you. People that can look at your operation and say, why not do it like this? Why not use a mixed fleet? Why not go for, why not change your IC trucks to electric trucks? Why not go for automation? But also, crucially, tell you what is not possible. Because creating sustainable value is not only saying yes. It's not only going, yes, of course, Mr. Customer, I will offer you that. It's challenging the status quo and saying, as a partner, I'm telling you, this cannot be done. If you go down this route, this will not work. It's not always the nicest message. It's not always the message you want to give. But in our view, it's a message that creates sustainable value. It's a sustainable relationship between a supplier and a customer. We truly believe that there are multiple ways to reach a more sustainable world. There are multiple ways to leave this planet as a better place than when we entered it. But it can only be done if it has value for all parties involved. If you have to pay more money to reduce your CO2 emissions, that will be a very, very hard sell internally and within your companies. So that's why we are saying, don't do that. Don't take that option where you say, I have to pay more in order to create that value. It's not necessary. We can offer products and services and automation solutions that reduce your CO2 emissions, reduce your carbon footprint, something you can use to the outside world, but view it as a nice to have. Don't view it as the primary goal. The primary goal should be to reduce your cost and to increase your efficiency of your people. Because by doing that, you're creating something that is sustainable in the long run. And through our innovations, through our solutions, we will reduce the CO2 emissions and the carbon footprint for you. We have a booth here that shows traditional forklift trucks, even small pallet trucks. And I've been asked a question over the past couple of days, why we have not put more emphasis on robots. Why have we not put more emphasis on smart automation solutions? And the reason being is that in order to create a more sustainable world, we don't start at the top, we start at the bottom. We start with the people. We truly believe that a sustainable revolution in logistics is possible, and we want to be a part of it, but we want to drive it from the bottom up. It's lovely to talk about fully automated stacker cranes, mini load systems, and we can do that. But it's far more valuable and it has far more impact to talk about a small pallet truck and what that small pallet truck can have, what impact it can have already. Sustainability doesn't have to come at a large cost. In actual fact, it can come at a lower cost. And that's what I really would like to convey and for you all to take away and think about, that engaging with your supplier, let it be us, but let it be somebody else as well. Engaging with an MHE or intralogistics provider can create value. But we have to be given the option to do so. We have to be given the option to sit down, talk, to look at your warehouse, to look at your facility, to look at your production environment, and to see what's going on. We cannot consult if we don't know what's happening. That's why we're here. We are here at the LogiMAT, not because we believe there will be thousands of walk-ins and we create a lot of leads from new customers. No. The honest truth is that's not why we're here. We are here because we want to invite our customers to our booth and sit down with them, talk to them, show them some of the innovations that we have, some of the things that we are doing, yes. But more importantly, we want to create that relationship, we create that partnership. That partnership where we can talk about electric trucks, we can talk about efficiency, we can talk about automation, we can talk about how to create more or longer life out of products. But it's the sitting down and creating a partnership part that is the absolute crucial one. And that comes back to what I said at the beginning, sustainable value. A partnership is only a partnership if it creates sustainable value for both partners in the deal. And I think that is the most important thing in the logistics world in Thailand today. To be able to create meaningful, sustainable partnerships, and through that, create a better planet, be better for people, and yes, raise profits. I leave it at that. I think it's time for maybe a small Friday afternoon drink. Be very welcome at our booth to ask any questions if you have any, or to dive deeper. My team is ready to engage, to talk, to create partnerships, new partnerships, hopefully. And of course, after this, we are always available if you have any questions or if you have any inquiries regarding intralogistics. I thank you very much for staying with me until the Friday afternoon. Once again, thank you for the organization, and a special thank you, Kunwantita, for being my mentor in this. And I hope to see you all next year, and I wish you a very, very good weekend ahead. Thank you very much.